Hello, Snack Pack. Welcome back to Travel Snacks. Or if this is your first time, welcome to the channel. Travel Snacks is all about traveling, eating good food, serving one another, using the resources you have, and maybe trying out a different way of living than maybe the norm. So you might want to live in a car, a van, a tiny home, an RV, or something just different than just a standard apartment or house. And so we try to be all-inclusive in this Travel Snacks channel and helping each other out and just supporting one another. So welcome to the live stream today. So let me give a big holler and a shout out to Joseph. Hey, Grant. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Armella from Denmark. Awesome. Van Life Rocks. What's up? And welcome. Welcome, everybody. So how's everybody doing? And also, what's the weather like where you're at? Because where I'm at, it's been so hot. This week has been like in the high 90s or low 100s. And so it's been very, very hot. But I'm sure it's different for different areas. Maybe some of you are getting colder weather. I don't know. Grant's in Canada, an enjoyable 84. Oh, 84, that would be nice. I think like the high 70s, low 80s is like the sweet spot, especially when you don't have humidity, but also it's been very humid here. Also, there's a fire going on, or like not right where we are, but probably like, I don't know, maybe like an hour's drive away, but it was super, super like dark in the sky last night, and it smelled like a total campfire just everywhere. So I don't think they've got it under control yet, but it's definitely been really crazy, especially in this heat as well. It has not been good news. So I'm glad to see everybody here today. Armella says, we have a cold summer with lots of rain and wind. Oh, that's interesting. Trying to get my camera right because I want to lean back. Van Life Rocks. Hello, it was 105 yesterday, but 96 today. Yeah, it's been hovering for us here too, and those general temperatures. The good news is it's still we're in a new month, so hopefully some new things are going to start changing. I don't know with like where you guys are in terms of COVID and lockdowns and masks and stuff like that. Here in California, we're still pretty much on a very strict lockdown. Like the restaurants are still closed for dine-in. We still got to have masks wherever we go. And I believe churches are still closed, but the church that we've been going to is still going. So I don't know what they're doing. Everybody's just up in arms, and it's just a lot going on. There's also been like a lot of people just freaking out. I think people are reaching their pinnacle of irritation. And so there's been like a lot of people yelling at each other and just getting in fights and stuff like that. I've seen a bunch of stuff on social media about that. Hasn't been good. So I think pretty soon they're going to have to start, I don't know, doing something, releasing some people to be able to go out and do things, because I think people are going to go stir crazy even further. Let's see. Here too, but I think someone was just burning leaves. Oh, all right. Sometimes they do that here in California. Like they have a like they start fires, but it's contained, and so they burn like leaves and old trees and things that will possibly catch on fire. So they do it as a proactive measure. But this one, I don't know what happened. I don't really know too many details. All I know is it smelled like a campfire, and then all of a sudden, it was just like a bunch of black smoke in the sky. Grant says, I heard you had over 200 deaths in the last 24 hours. Well, great. I don't watch the news or listen to any kind of news, and I don't follow any COVID numbers because I personally don't think they're correct, but that's just my opinion. But, you know, death is nothing to take lightly. So I hope everybody is staying like safe in terms of if you are feeling sick, you should stay in, don't go around other people. And if you look at somebody and you can kind of see that they're feeling sick, whether it's any kind of like cold, flu, anything, don't get close to those people. How you guys been doing on hand washing? I've been meaning to ask everybody, like, remember there was like a big, like, push for everybody getting more serious with hand washing. I feel like my hand washing has really stepped up its game. Like from before, COVID started, I feel like I was pretty lax with my hand washing. Like I would always wash my hands after going to the bathroom or doing anything. But, a lot of times I would just like do like a really quick, like dab of soap and just move it on. But now I feel like I'm doing like the little scrubbing and stuff like that, which I think is good in general. So hopefully everybody's kind of on that, because I think it's good just in general to keep your hands clean, because during this time, a lot of people have just realized how much they touch their face or touch, itch or touch doors or whatever. And I think I mentioned this on another live stream, that I've noticed about myself that I'm a very touchy person when it comes to going to stores. Like if I go to somewhere like Target, I'm like, oh, what's this? And I touch it, I pick it up, I grab the clothes, it's just, yeah. So I've been really like trying not to do that. If I do go into the store, I just keep my hands in my pockets and just go at it that way. I think also another thing is I think I'm going to start trying the Walmart pickup grocery, because going into Walmart, there's just been like so many people, and not so much for me for fear of COVID or anything, but people are just inconsiderate. Like in the aisles, they're just like, standing in the middle, or they'll just like go straight down the aisle and just like run you over, or they just don't care. And people are just annoying me. So I think I'm just not going to worry about that. And I think I'm just going to order online. And I think the pickup is free. I've not tried it yet, but if anybody has, let me know how you like it. Okay. Armella, here they are opening for most of the places. Oh, that's good. That's a step in the right direction. Grant says, I always wash my hands, kind of a germaphobe. Okay. Hey, Snow Panther, what's up? Hey, Ivana, two sisters and a cocktail. Hi. Yeah, I'm not a germaphobe at all. I think we all need to get germs and like just live a regular life. I believe in dirt and getting dirty and stuff like that. But I do think making sure that your hands are clean is like really important. Walmart people are the worst people in the planet. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they think like lower prices, lower character, but some people just are so rude. Like they just have no common sense at the Walmart. Oh, I have a story real quick. Has nothing to do with anything, but whatever. So, I've been eating really more a lot healthy and stuff like that. And so, sometimes I'll go and get something that I really probably wouldn't have on a daily basis. So the other day I knew I had to go to Walmart, and in the Walmart is a Burger King. And the Burger King has the Impossible Burger, which is a vegan patty. It's not a vegan burger because they put mayonnaise on it, but whatever. I'm not like a purist. So anyways, I was really looking forward to getting an Impossible Whopper because I haven't had one in like months, and it's very filling, and it's probably got like a lot of calories, but I didn't care because I really wanted one. So I was like, okay, I only need like 5 things at Walmart, and then I'm just going to like run in and get it and then just stop at the Burger King on the way out of the building. So I get all my stuff, and I knew what time they closed, and I get to the checkout and I could see the Burger King, and they already put their gates up, like they're to close. And they closed like 5 minutes early, which I would have had plenty of time because I do the self-checkout. And I was so pissed because I was really looking forward to that. Also, have you guys tried the Impossible Whopper? It's delicious. It tastes just like a regular Whopper, or a regular burger. So anyways, I left Walmart all discouraged, and then I was like, well, I guess I'll go to Del Taco, which is definitely a lot more greasy and fast foody. So I drive over there, and because there's no dine-in anywhere, the drive-thrus here are atrociously crazy. The lines are long everywhere. So I was like, well, whatever, I'll get in the line and it should go go quickly. So I decided to try their Beyond Taco, which is, they use Beyond Meat, the brand Beyond Meat, Beyond Burger Meat or whatever. So I decided to try that. And I kid you not, I was in the drive-through line for over an hour waiting to get to the front. An hour. And so I got the Beyond Taco, and I guess it's also not vegan, it's vegetarian, because when I got it, they put like this much cheese, like a block of cheese, the Beyond Burger meat, lettuce, and I think a little bit of tomatoes. And I didn't love it. And I think the reason is because I do like Beyond Burger meat, but Del Taco seasons their Beyond meat just like their regular taco meat, and I don't prefer that flavor. I never get Del Taco tacos because I don't like their meat. So it tastes really similar. So if you like Del Taco's regular tacos, I think you would like it if you want to try it. But I was really bummed out because not only did I wait over an hour to get a Beyond Taco, it wasn't good, and I didn't get my Impossible Whopper. So it was not a good day the other day. Okay, people in general, yeah, that's true. Lower prices, lower character, yeah. I had McFeast vegetarian today, and it's really good. What is a McFeast? I've never heard of such a thing. What is a McFeast? Tell me what that is. Also, since we're on food, let's talk about snacks. And I also want to tell you guys that, drum roll, I, since April, am down 12.2 pounds. That's a lot. I remember a few months back, I was telling my friend, I was like, man, if I could just like at least lose 10 pounds for starters, just to like, just take that like hard, like, you know, when you first start something like in terms of weight loss, you're like, oh, it's just like so hard to just even lose a few pounds. So I was like, okay, if I could just like lose 10 pounds, then I know that I can keep going and lose like way more. And so I started just really focusing on eating more healthfully. And I haven't done any working out at all because I've been super just whatever with the van build. And I checked yesterday and I had lost 12.2 pounds. That's over 10 pounds. I was like so excited about this. So it hasn't even been hard. And I feel like I've been getting full, and I really haven't feel like I don't feel like I'm depriving myself of anything. And I still, like, if I want something, I will still get it, but I just eat that very like sparingly. So it's been really good. So I'll keep you guys updated on the journey on that. So in terms of snacks this week, what are you guys snacking on? I've not really been snacking because it's very hot, and when it's hot, I'm not really that hungry. So I've been drinking a lot of water, and then I'm back on eating oranges because they're refreshing. And I'm still on those golden kiwis. I think we talked about that last week. But what do you guys been eating? Oh, and actually, my dad made homemade popcorn, not just in the bag, but like over the stove popcorn, and put like a whole stick of butter on it. And I had a little bowl of that, and it was delicious. Because I don't really, now that I know how to make the popcorn in the like pot, I don't use the microwavable ones anymore. So that was good too. Thank you guys so much. It's been really awesome. That's a burger from McDonald's in Denmark. There are a tomato salad, which I think is lettuce, pickles, dressing, and the vegetarian beef. Oh, now I want to try that. That sounds really good. I think that would be a good choice. I wish they'll have that here. I wonder why they don't have that. I'm back to all dressed ruffles. I don't think we have those here. I haven't seen them, and although I haven't really been looking at a lot of stores, but when I was in Vancouver, I did get those all dressed chips, and they were so good. I did a video on it. It's one of my Vancouver videos. It was so good. Look it up. If you don't know what that is, then you should definitely look it up because it is delicious. So Grant, I'm a little jealous of that. Cucumbers are my go-to summer snack. Cucumbers are delicious. I just bought a cucumber the other day. I always forget to use my cucumber though. Like I put it in the little bottom drawer, and then I have all this other like spinach and lettuce and just all these other vegetables. And then my cucumber sits at the bottom, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that cucumber. So I have to remember that. Oh, it's new there? Okay, so maybe we'll get it eventually. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, if you haven't already, put a like on this live stream because that helps YouTube know that you like the live streams. And then they'll suggest it to other people, and then we'll make new friends and new snack pack people. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I always make my little notes because my head is full of van build stuff, and so I'm just like all over the place. So I have to have a little checklist. Also, I know, where's Fake Freedom? I thought that same thing a few minutes ago. I just got the notification that your live stream was starting. How weird. That is weird. Real quick, two things real quick. The first thing is, I'm actually curious. Just put in the chat, are you watching this live stream from a phone or from a computer? I'm curious to see like how many of you are just watching with your mobile or maybe an iPad. I don't know. Let me know what kind of device you're viewing from, because I don't know why I asked that. I had a reason why a few minutes ago, but again, I have so much information in my head. Like, just starting this live stream, I was like, this is going to be a doozy, because I have like pages of pages of pages of stuff that I am like working on for the van build, and like trying to think of things in terms of like content for the channel and new ideas. And today's the first of the month, so I always do like a recap of the past month, and like my brain is full. So there was a reason why I was asking you guys that, and now I'll have to think of why. It was something to do with, I think it had something to do with the chat and how you guys see the chat. But now I really can't remember. So that's what happens. All right, so computer. Hey, Patchouli girl, how's it going? Laptop, phone. All right, so we got like mixed. All right, well, I'll have to think about why I asked you that. And the second thing is, a lot of you have been super generous in giving donations to the snack fund. And on the first of every month, I always recognize everybody on the live stream and also on my IG. So if you're not already following me on Instagram, it's travelsnacks_. And I always try to like shout out as many people as possible. But sometimes the name on the donation is like, I don't know your Instagram handle name. So I'm not sure how we can rectify that, because I do want to celebrate you and like shout you out, but sometimes I don't know. So if you want to send me a private message, if you do give a donation, and just let me know your IG handle, then that'd be great. Also, I know we've mentioned this before, but if you do a donation from this YouTube, the little $, YouTube does take 30% of that. So it's your money, and they'll be taking 30% of that donation. You can also do a donation through PayPal or Cash App, and the links are at the bottom, in the description of every one of my videos. So if you do want to make a donation, feel free to. It does support the channel. It does support my van build and me getting back out there, but it's definitely not obligated at all. Fake Freedom, what's up? How you doing? I'm also curious to see where Monique is, because I'm curious to see if she's still in her car. Okay, so that's all the little whatevers. Oh yeah, one last thing. I am working on a new video for tomorrow. It has nothing to do with the van build, because we've kind of stalled, and I'm going to talk about the van in a minute. I'm going to show you what's happening with the van. Mistakes have been made, and we'll get to that in a second. But the video, I'm really working hard to edit today to get up by tomorrow. We'll see, because I have a lot to do today. It's going to be all the costs that all the money I spent on my last journey, which was 78 days in my car. So I recorded that video, and I'm like a fourth through the editing on it. So my goal is to have that up for tomorrow, so you guys will have a video. Usually I post 3 videos a week. With this van build, I'm lucky to get 1 up per week, plus this live stream. And hopefully you guys will just hang with me, because it's just been like crazy. Okay. I didn't see Monique. I was wondering where she was. All right. Okay, we talked about that. I want to talk about two main things today. Okay. Today we're going to talk about patience, humility, and trusting the process. And I'm going to tell you a story about what's been happening this week. So last live stream, last Saturday, I was telling you guys I was feeling kind of just stressed out and overwhelmed. And then I felt like I prayed about it and got to a better place. And then this week it just like doubled the stress. And then I was just like freaking out. And I don't know how you guys deal with stress, but I'm a very like low key person and I don't do well with chaos. Like I'm a really great like project manager. I'm really great at organization, but I don't really do well with a lot of just clutter and stress and moving parts that are just like disconnected. So I like to do things in certain orders. And with this van build, there's like an enormous amount of things that has to happen for it to get done in a timely manner. And so it just like this week has just been off the charts overwhelming. And what's been happening is a lot of the things, because of COVID and because of the way the world is right now, there's a lot of products and things that I need that's back ordered or that's not available, or you just can't get things. And also the second thing is that my dad and I are building this van together. He's doing a lot of the physical stuff that I don't know how to do, and I'm jumping in where I can. I always ask, can I do that? You know, is that something I can do or learn? But at the end of the day, my dad has to do a lot of it. And there's certain things that he knows. There's certain things I know. There's certain things we both don't know. And there's certain things that we both think we know, and we butt heads. And this week has been an extreme butting of heads when it comes to the van build. And so tensions have kind of gotten high, and we've kind of been like nipping at each other, you know, like little comments or just getting so frustrated, you know, with each other. And I know that when I get frustrated, I get a little snippy, you know, because I'm just like, let's just do it. Let's just get on with this. Let's just do it. And my dad likes to talk about things a lot. He likes to process by talking. I like to process in my head and then do. So curious, how are you like with, when you do a project, do you like to talk things through a lot and then do it? Or do you like to think about it and then just get to it? I'm curious to know how other people process. But so when you have two different personalities, the way that people go to projects, you can definitely get bumping of heads. And so this week, we're still working on the roof. The roof, which I'm going to show you in a few minutes, the roof is back on. And we had an idea of how we were going to do it, but that was a theory. And then now we're doing it. And it is very challenging. It's a lot more challenging than we expected. And there's a lot to think about in terms of how it sits on top of the van, if it's structurally sound. Is it going to be aerodynamic in terms of when you're driving, or is it going to just like push against? It's a lot. And you have to think about what materials and how to attach those materials. And it's just been a lot. So my dad and I had got to this point where we went to Home Depot and we were trying to get materials, and we disagreed about the materials that we needed to use. And so we ended up standing in Home Depot for like an hour, like arguing about the materials. And so I came home and I was like in tears, because to me, I'm like trying to get this done in a timely manner. My goal is to have my van done before my birthday, which is September 25th. And I want to have it done a few weeks earlier so that I can make sure if there's anything that still has to get done before I take off on my next journey. And I want to do like a van warming party on one of our live streams. That's my goal. And so I have like this calendar in my head that's like, okay, if that's going to happen, we have to do this on this day, this. And it just, it's just like, I just got so frustrated. Let me read the comments and I'll keep going. Fake freedom. For me, it just happens somehow. I have a general idea, then it just happens as I'm doing it. Grant, I'm a researcher and a thinker. Sometimes I spend more time doing that than the actual project. Um, Ivana, talking through the process helps to eliminate risk of errors and also injury, aka predictive risk. Yes, I can imagine that for you, Ivana. Grant says, my wife says I overthink sometimes. Armella, I just do the things without thinking too much about it. So I am more like Grant in the sense that I research on my own privately. Like I research a lot. I watch a lot of videos. I read a lot of articles. I do overanalyze, but I do it by myself. I have to like process things, and I spend an enormous amount of time thinking about things and how it's going to be and why things will or will not work. And then when I'm in the process of doing it, I listen to whoever I'm doing the project with, but I already kind of have an idea. So I'm able to quickly say, no, let's just do this. Let's do this. So anyways, so I was just so frustrated. And what's really hard is like, when you're working on a project with somebody you love, like you don't want to argue. And the main goal is to like, at the end of this, have a great relationship with my mom and dad at the end too, not just like have this band build. And then it's just like, I hate you because it's just like sucked, this whole process. And so I was just really upset. And at that time that I was really upset, my son called, Marcus. He's just moved to Texas. Like, I don't know, it's been like a week, maybe 2 weeks. Time is just escaping me. Oh, P.S. real quick, before I go on with my story, my son Marcus, he's also a YouTuber. His channel just hit 200,000 subscribers, I believe, today. So if you guys get a chance and go to his channel, Sharpe Sports, leave him a comment and just say congratulations, because I'm really proud of him. And like, he's just done like a great job, and he's really been working hard for this goal. So anyway, go give him a congratulations. Okay, I'm talking a lot and it's very hot in here. Okay, so anyways, I was really upset. My son ended up calling me, and then I was just like venting and talking about it. And I'm like, I just need this to happen. It's just like, you know. And so he was like, well, it sounds to me like you're not trusting the process and trusting God. And also maybe you need to pull back a little bit and look at the bigger picture, because like you're pigeonholed into like a schedule, like you're on a timeline, and maybe that's not the timeline that God has for you. And so I was like, man, like he's so right. And you know, I was like one of my things that I always say to other people, which sometimes I forget, is let go of the outcome, because sometimes we get so like locked in and anchored into an outcome that we can't let go and just go with the journey, like letting the journey flow. And so when he told me that, I just like remembered, I was like, shoot, like I've fallen into the trap of not being flexible. And so then I felt really terrible, because another side story is like one of the days last week, my dad had to work on something that didn't require my help. He had to do it himself, because only he knew how to do it. And so I decided to go down like 30 or 40 minutes away to another town, because I needed some material to like redo the headliner. And so my mom and I went down there. And then when we got back, my dad's like, did you guys get my text? And we were like, no. And he's like, I fell off the ladder. I cut my hand. I sprained my wrist. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. And then like the next day he like cut his fingers on the saw. And so I was thinking like, I'm probably like stressing him out. He's stressing me out. I'm stressing him out. And I was like, we both need to pull back and like shift, because mistakes are being made. We're like, he's getting hurt, and like, it's just not a good idea. So after I had that talk the next morning, I talked with my dad and my mom, and I just like apologized, because I'm like, hey, this is not how I envisioned this van build. We're getting things done, but it's a way slower process. But at the end of the day, safety is more important. Family relationship is more important. And so I just had to apologize. I felt so bad. And then I was like, let's just like shift, and like, I'm going to really try to be more patient with this process, because I have to let go of my goal of having it done on a specific day. And so that'll help my dad to relax and be able to like, you know, not get hurt. And also we could just get through this. Um, at the same time, that very day, the front of the roof got done, and it was 100% what I didn't want it to look like. In the very beginning of this process, the one of the main things our goal was for it not to look like a rectangle, like not to look boxy. We were supposed to be following the curve of the roof. That's so that it's when you drive, the air goes over it instead of like hitting it, and then it slows down the van, and that's worse on your gas mileage. And so my dad put in a lot of work to fix the front, but it looked bad. Not his work, but the end result was not the right result. And so I was like, I don't know. I don't think I can tell him. I have to tell him, but also he like just spent a whole day, fell off a ladder, cut his fingers, and I'm going to tell him, hey, we're not going to be able to keep it that way. And so like, what would you guys do? Like, would you have just left it? Or would you have just been like, hey, I need to talk with you? Let me know what you guys, and I'm going to read these comments. Van Life Rock says, I'm a lot like Grant. Grant says, I do it because I just want to do it right for the first time. Yeah. I think everybody would like it to go right the first time, but sometimes just things get in the way, and like things in theory sometimes don't pan out the right way, especially like with something that's so like out of the ordinary, something that you wouldn't really ever be doing on a normal life basis. Like something like a roof for a van, like you've cut off a whole automobile, like the top. It's just like mind blowing, but also like doable. Like, you can do it. Like for me, I know there's things in me. I'm like, I know I can do it. I know we can get this done. It's just like, there's just so many different thoughts to do it. I would want it done the way I would want it, and would say something while still kind of sounding appreciative of the effort. Okay. Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking too. But it's just like so hard because like my dad is not like hired help. You know what I'm saying? Like he's my dad, and he's helping me. Like, he's helping me. He doesn't have to help me. He could just tomorrow be like, I'm done. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. And my van would be like, psh, like I'd have to either try to make a lot of money and hire somebody, or I'd have to just I don't even know, do something different. So it's just like made me feel like I just don't even know what to do. Ask him what he thinks first. If there is a budge indicator, then yeah, let him know your side. However, if he really likes it, keep it as is. Yeah. And I thought about that too. And I talked to my mom before I even talked with my dad, and she was like, no, she said she would not want it that way either. And we've all talked about this a lot before this process happened. I agree with Grant, but I'd start with appreciation and maybe cook dinner and talk about it over dinner on a Sunday with a Bible on the table. That's actually funny and actually a good idea. So those are all great like thoughts and input. So what ended up happening is I waited till the next morning so that we could kind of all just cool off. And every morning my mom and dad and we sit in the back patio and we have our coffee and breakfast. So we all sit every morning, we do it. So I decided to wait till we were just in the nice, sitting down in the backyard, beautiful day. And I just started off with an apology. Like I just said, I've really been thinking about this, and I just really want to apologize for my attitude, the way I've been going about this. It's not helping. And I went on to appreciation. I was like, I really appreciate, not only you doing this, but also, like the fact that my parents have let me stay here when I'm not traveling, because also I'm super grateful, for that. Not everybody has that luxury. So I do have somewhere to be, during the coronavirus. I have somewhere to be while I'm working on this. Usually I'd be out traveling, but right now it's still like a blessing to have somewhere. So I moved on to appreciation. I said, I really appreciate you helping me. And then I went on to say, like, I don't want this van build to like make us to the point where we're at odds with each other. So, if we need to take the day off or the weekend off to just like regroup, then that's what we'll do. because I don't think I ever told him my goal, which is another thing. When you're working with somebody, you have to let them know the end goal. And I was like so far ahead. I was like, I know when I want it done, but I don't even think I ever told him that I wanted it done before my birthday. And so I was like, this is what I would like to have happen. And here's the things that has to happen, in order for that to happen. But I'm going to release that. So just so you know, if we can get it done by then, great. But if not, just letting it go and giving it up to God, because God has a timing that it may not gel with what I think, but maybe there's a reason why certain things has to happen a certain way. And so basically, I think by approaching it that way, apology, appreciation, letting him know the goal, and then just saying like, hey, like, I'm just going to calm down. I think it helped him to hear that more. And so then I was able to tell him, like, I really don't want to say this, but I feel like if I don't, and this gets done, I'm going to get on the road and I'm going to regret it. And I don't like to live with regrets. So I was like, I know you spent a lot of time yesterday filling in the front, but it's not what we discussed, and it's not what the vision was. And I have a certain vision for the way it should look, and not just for look's sake, but for functionality. And then I had to, like, one of the things that he's worried about is, because I have a very low budget, is like not wasting money, not spending more money to like fix things. But I told him, you can alleviate from your mind like any monetary thing, because it's ending up, it's all my money, it's all my funds. So the bottom line is, like, if anything goes wrong, it'll be on me to fix it financially. And he's like, well, yeah, but I don't want you to waste money. And I'm like, well, I'm definitely a frugal person. I'm not trying to waste any money. But if anything goes wrong with the way I want to fix it, I'll take responsibility for it. It'll be on me 100%. It'll be on me to get it fixed. Be on me to, pay for the fix. At the end of the day, I have a vision for how we can fix this issue. And so he's like, okay, we'll just, do whatever you want. So he ended up just like, accepting my apology, and we ended up just going ahead to try to fix the problem. And so we haven't gotten super far with the fix, because it is requiring us to undo some things that we've done, which I'm going to show you in just like a couple minutes. But I think it's going to be better at the end. I think it's going to be stronger, like structurally. And I still don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I think I have a pretty good idea of how it should go down. And so that's basically where we're at. So after we had that talk and we started working again, you can't do like construction projects, like big things like this, without bumping heads. It's just not possible. So even during the fix, we started to bump heads again. And then one piece of advice my son told me is like, when you guys start to bump heads, say, hey, I'm gonna go get some water, or hey, can I get you some water, or hey, can I go get you something? And so it started to like get pressury. And so then I was like, hey, I'm gonna go in real quick. And so I got him some water in his thermos thing, and then came back down. And then my mom was like a mediator. She goes, okay, what is happening here? Like, what are you trying to achieve? And so we talked it out, and then we were able to move forward. So I don't know. It's been better, and I feel like a lot of pressure off, because I'm going to start to like slow down and not be so like pressured about it. But that's basically where we are with it. And let me read these comments, and then I'll take you guys outside and show you what's happening. Hey, Monique's here. Hey, Monique, how's it going? Grant, I would think a goal for the end date would make him feel added pressure to get it complete. Yeah, and that may very well be. He didn't really say anything when I told him the goal. I know, like, my mom said she thinks it could be done at that time, and he's like, I mean, it probably could be done at that time, because in his mind, he thinks like once this roof is done, he feels that the rest is going to go by in a breeze, because he already knows how to build cabinets and a bed frame and do the flooring and the walls. So I think in his mind, once we tackle this roof and that's over with, everything else should go smoothly, but you know, that's to be determined, and I'm going to stay positive on that. Monique, I do my research, but once my mind is set, I just do it. I love hearing other people's opinions, but at the end of the day, you have to feel comfortable with your decisions. Yeah, that's kind of how I am too. Hey, Monique. Was helping my friend bring in all the outside furniture, preparing for, oh no, I'm going to be inside her house. Okay, good. I'm glad you're going to be in during a hurricane. So that's positive. Man, that's crazy. I've never been through a hurricane before, so I've never experienced that, but I wish you the very best during this time, and I'm glad you have somewhere to go. Okay, so that's what's been happening on the mental front and the stuff that's been going on. So I'm going to take you guys out there now and show you where we're at with it. And then when I come back in, I will give you, or maybe I'll just tell you as I'm out there, I'm going to give you an update on like any progress that's on other things besides the roof. And then we'll play a quick game of Would You Rather if you guys want. Give me a thumbs up if you want to still play Would You Rather when I come back in. If you don't, it's fine. Either way, I'm fine with it. But give me a thumbs up if you want to, or a thumbs down if you're over it. I think everybody in here is somebody that's been on the live streams before, so you know what the Would You Rather game is. But just in case, if you're watching this later or whatever, the Would You Rather game is, I give two choices, and then you choose which one you would pick, and then you say which one you think I would pick, and they're all different. Today, the questions that I have today are mostly about like food and snacks, and then there's another couple. There's one that's like, I really want to see what you guys think about the question. But yeah, so I have questions prepared. So if you guys want to play, we're good to go. Okay, so everyone seems good with that. Okay, let me put my shoes on. Okay. Okay, so real quick before we go out to the van, I'm working on this. This is it's hard to see. This is the headliner, which I'll show you out there. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but basically I reupholstered the headliner with this fabric, and I cut holes for where the lights go, and I'm going to add speakers. There's a hole right there. That's going to be a hole. And I'm going to add speakers above my head because when we took out the, hold on. Wait, I'll tell you when I get out here. When we took out the speakers from the back of the van, now it's like when I turn on the stereo, the only speakers there are now is in the door of the front. And so there's a great stereo, but I've lost all my speakers. So I have to re-put in the speakers above my head, which is not ideal, but there's not really anywhere else for it to go because I don't need it to be in the back of the van. I need the speakers to be, when I'm driving. Okay, what's really crazy right now when I walked out, that's why I was like really paused for a second, is my mind, like it looks like it's snowing right now, but I just remembered that there's a fire like around somewhere, and I don't know that you'll be able to see it, but it's like there's been like little like particles, or I don't think so. Maybe you can, maybe you can't see, but it's ashes. It's ashes, so you can see. Crazy, huh? It's like really like black smoke, and there's ashes floating through the air like snow. It's really crazy. Oh, there's ashes on the stairs. I don't know if you can see it. Weird. Out here. Okay. Can't see the particles. particle, but can see the smoke. Yeah, it's like crazy. Okay, so I can't show you what it was before because we've already started to work on this, but okay, so the van was, let's see, how do I show you? The van boards were sticking straight up and down. I don't know how to, let's see. I guess I have to just envision. So we had it, right, it was like straight up and down, and now we've pulled the whole roof back. So you can now see that it's more of a slope, so that when we fiberglass it, we're going to put wood and then we're going to fiberglass over it, so it kind of like has more of a curve. When my dad put in the boards, he put, let's see, where's that step stool? Let me pull this up here. Climb up this ladder, give you guys a better look. So you can see that at first there was like 4 boards just up and down straight, and this roof was pulled forward. So it like literally was like a box, and it went back, and it looked bad. And so now we've pulled the whole roof back. So now it's more like this, and it follows the curve. This was my idea, was to follow the natural curve of where we cut on the bottom, so that when you put a tape measure, it like actually touches there, if that makes sense. It's hard to describe, but hopefully I'm giving like a decent understanding of what we're trying to do. Now, when you pull it back, there's not really an attachment point anymore. So then my idea is to build a frame, which I'll take you inside. Oh, it's so like ashy out here. It's so weird. So this is where the TV and VCR used to be, and there was like a storage cubby. So my idea is to, like, we still have to build, that back out so that this is storage up there. So my idea is to build it up so that it hits the top of the roof, and it actually like builds like a bit of a frame, a structure to hold up this. So this is useful for storage, but it's also supporting the front of the roof. And the same thing for the back. Now with the back, I'll go out and show you in a second. The back, I'm going to be losing a bit of storage space, but I'll still have storage from the edge of this lip to this board. So it's at least a foot, you know, more than a foot, I think, more than like, and so this will be up a structure. Ow! I just hit my finger on this fiberglass. So I'll have like a wood frame that will be supported up here and down, and then I'll, you know, have like either a cabinet or I don't know, I haven't figured that part out yet. So that way it's supported in the back, supported in the front. And then we're going to build out the front and build out the back. And then the support for the sides is coming from these boards. And also we're going to be, let me go back and show you. We're going to be drilling. Those right there are not going to stay. Or yeah, that right here. These are not going to stay. We're going to be drilling connectors here to this board. But also we're going to have wood here, and then we're going to fiberglass. And fiberglass is super strong because you have to like resin that stuff. So it's fiberglass cloth and resin epoxy. And so when you do that, it hardens up really strong, which is, the roof is already fiberglass. So it's like material on like material. So with all those supporting structures, it'll be secure. That's my idea. Since we pushed the front back, now you can see that the back top overhangs. So we're going to now have to cut the edge off and then rebuild it up and then try to make a nice slope with the fiberglass. Hopefully that all made sense. In the meantime, my mom has been chipping off these sticker lines. You can see them at the bottom too. And we have to chip off this because even though this is cute, I like this little world explorer thing. We have to because we're going to sand down the whole van and then we're going to paint it. So she's already done this side. So you can see that there's no more stickers on there. Also, this is the headliner that I'm working on. It's going to go, the one I showed you on the table, it's going to go there. And then I'm going to be attaching the lights back up, and then the speakers will go in where those two pieces of wood are open. So it'll be like popped back in there. Also, I popped this out, and my goal is to get this part done by tomorrow. But I popped this, where'd it go? I'm misplacing things. Oh, here it is. This is the headliner thing that goes like up against the windshield. And I'm going to paint this. It's like a faux leather. I'm going to paint that like a dark gray so it'll match the like headliner. It's a lot of work. And those are just basic things that has to get done. So here's another quick look at what we're doing. In terms of, oh, and also I forgot to tell you this part. See that there's a lip, there's a gap up there. We're going to be filling that in with, it's not quite a 2x4. I think it's like, I don't know what. I think it's like a 1 inch or 1.5 inch by 4. If we're going to push it up into that gap and nail gun it, and then we have this white foam that's going to go in the middle, and then we're going to put like a thinner strip here. It's just, it's hard to explain, but anyways, that gap's going to be filled all the way down, so that when we get the, like, I guess it's like called Luan mahogany, it's going to cover that and then fiberglass over the Luan mahogany. All right. It's very ashy out here. So weird. If you guys could see, like, look at this sun. It's like, really looks like super, super orange, like bright orange. All right, so does anybody have any questions before I go back in? Let me make sure. Okay, so you guys are just making comments, so that's fine. This is the foam we're gonna put in between the two woods that are in that gap. What are you doing? Okay. It's so humid and hot and sweaty. All right. So did all that make sense? Do you guys have any questions? Do you guys have any suggestions or thoughts or ideas or something that doesn't make sense that I haven't thought of? Because I've thought of a lot of things like in this process. Like, I've done a bunch of research. I've thought things through pretty well, but then again, this is a first time for me, so, you know, I could be missing something. What color am I painting? I'm going to paint it white with the black textured bottom. Let me see. I have a picture Let me see if you guys could see it. Now I'm going to show you this picture, but this is a like Ford Transit van, so it's a different type of van, but it'll just give you an idea of the color. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like white on top, and then there's this like black, um, like texture at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So basically, it'll look like more of like a work truck, um, as opposed to like a recreational vehicle. Because we've talked about it before. Like I'm trying to stay stealth, but some people are gonna just automatically know that somebody's living in it. But like a lot of people that aren't paying attention and just go through life, they might look at this just whatever and just don't think twice about the fact that somebody's in there. So I'm really trying to make it look more like, you know, inconspicuous. Um, Hold on, I'm getting a notification. Grant, thank you so much. Grant just sent $10. Thank you so much, Grant. I got to give my little shout out with my sounds. All right, good. I'm glad that's a good choice for the color. All right, so thank you, Grant, so much for donating to the snack fund. It really comes in handy, especially when I'm buying like all these screws and cords and like just so many things. So every dollar counts and it just really very much helps me. So I appreciate it. So, oh, I always do this. I gotta turn this down. Nope, I gotta turn it up. Gotta get it loud up in here. Thank you so much. All right, I'm glad you guys are good on the color. Also, I posted this on Instagram. Again, if you're not following the Instagram, it's travel snacks underscore. I've been posting a lot on my stories just to like kind of, since the videos are like behind, just to keep pace with what's actually happening in real time. Thank you again, Grant. But my mom and I went to get that fabric, and then we went to Lowe's, and we were just looking at like countertops and floors and walls, like colors, because you have to make these decisions. Like, what's the ceiling color? What's the wall color? What's the floor color? So I have a pretty good idea. I think I'm going to do a like a dark espresso, dark wood um, on the ceiling, and on the walls, I think it's going to be white, and on the floor, I don't know yet. I have my window open, but I think those ashes are coming through. Storm coming in must be. I am lagging again. Oh no, I hope everybody can still see and hear. But this is the counter. So all my cabinets that we're going to build, I want them to be white. And so I want to go with this like gray looking countertop. I think it's, yeah, Brooklyn quartz. May not translate on the screen, but it's kind of like a nice, look at that. It's so nice. I mean, obviously, I'm not building a house and it's not going to have like all these fancy cabinets. And we'll see how we do in terms of building cabinets, because cabinet building is a full profession. It's a full like carpenter's job. So, but just in terms of materials and color, I really want it to look very nice. So, honestly, my counter is going to be so small because the fridge, I'm going to have a toilet, and then I have like, I don't even know, like not very much room after the bed. So the counter is probably going to be like not very big. So any material I get for the counter, it can be nice because it's not going to be that expensive because I don't need much of it. So that's what I figure, kind of go nice a little bit on the top. But we'll see. You can fairly cheap laminate. Yeah. I think for the floor, I'm going to do like vinyl or laminate, just something very basic, but something that's sturdy. Somebody else, a YouTuber, they did like the peel and stick laminate or the vinyl tile things, And they said that it was a really poor choice to do that because it started to peel up over time. So I kind of want to get something that's like has more like not just the squares, but like a longer surface. So we'll see. I got to do a lot of looking into that because I want it to look nice and I want it to be functional. Room for me to snuggle. Ivana, you could come in and hang out. We'll go on like a little girls' trip or whatever. Or if you fly to meet me, Ivana, she's two sisters in a cocktail. She flew to see me in West Palm Beach. And then we did like a lot of like little side trips to like Naples, Florida on my last journey. And it was awesome. It was like so awesome. So I'm really looking forward to doing that again. So yes, there'll be a little room. I'm not going to have a queen size bed in this van. It's going to be between a full and a twin. So I didn't want to go twin. I think that's too small for me. But I have a queen size bed here and I stay like to one side. So I feel like a little bit less than a full will be perfect, like maybe 42 inches wide. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to get a foam mattress and cut it to size. But I think that's sufficient. But there'll be like room on the like a little more space for like foot traffic, if that makes sense, like in like next to the kitchen. Not very much because it's still a van. No peel and stick. Are you saying like no, don't do peel and stick, or something else? We can spoon. That'll be the first spooning I've had in like don't even know when. So yeah, it's interesting because like I haven't even really thought of like visitors in my van because I'm like alone so much. But hey, you know what? We'll make it work. I think this next thing I'm going to tell you is going to be a project for after I get back on the road. But I really want to add a swivel seat to the passenger seat in the front, and then that way, like I could put like a little table there and I could work from the swivel seat in the front, because I'm only going to have a bed and not really a place to like edit and work. Um, but I think that's like with all the stuff we have, there's so much other stuff. Like I don't know. If we get to it, I'd love to add a swivel seat. And I don't think that part is that expensive, but you do have to take the whole seat off and put the part in there and blah, 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 and all these things. But anyways, that's what's going on. All right. So I think that's, the fan, my Max Air fan is still back ordered. It was supposed to ship out on the 20th and now we're on August 1st and it hasn't even shipped. It hasn't even come in. So I don't know what to do about that. It's coming from Camping World, that store. They haven't even really kept me updated, which sucks. So I think I'm gonna have to call on Monday and be like, what's going on? Should I cancel and order somewhere else? But everywhere else is pretty much back ordered too. So I don't know. There's one at I think Amazon, but it's like $50 or $60 more. And I'm like, I'm not trying to spend extra money just because somebody doesn't have it in stock. So I don't know. I guess we could add the fan later. We just need to know where the wiring's coming down, but whatever. I think I'm going to pick up my solar panel on Tuesday. I called and the company said that I could actually go to their warehouse because I think instead of getting 3 100-watt panels, I think I'm going to go with one 320 panel because it fits perfectly on the roof. And then I only have to mount one panel instead of 3 panels. There's pros and cons to doing it that way, because if you have one panel and it breaks, then you don't have any panels. But with the way solar is now, I don't think that it's going to break, and I don't think that's going to be an issue. And there's like a 25-year warranty. I don't know. It's just a whole long story, which we could talk about on another live stream. And I haven't sold my car yet, so I still have it listed. I've had a few inquiries. People are going to get back to me, blah, blah, blah. But I think I'm going to like on Monday, I think if nobody gets a serious inquiry, I think I'm going to lower it down just a little bit on the price and just keep going with it. It should fit on the tracks of the old passenger seat. Yeah, exactly. The swivel seat. It's like this little square mechanism and you just do it and do it. And the cool thing is the passenger seat is not electric, so that one won't have to fiddle with like a bunch of extra wires and stuff. All right, so that's pretty much the updates. I could go on for days about these like van updates, but I think it could get boring for someone that's not like, actively like doing it every day. So I don't want to bore you guys. Oh, I got ashes on my computer keyboard. Van Life rocks. I like the one panel idea. Okay, good. What brand is this? I think I'm going to go with the Renogy. I looked at like so many, like I wish I had my papers. Like I did so much research on solar and like to the point where it was mind boggling and I was so frustrated. Um, and the other thing that I realized is like my roof is not as big as a lot of roofs, a lot of other vans like Transits, obviously Sprinters, ProMasters. My roof is not that big. It's only 48 inches wide that we have to work with. And so a lot of the solar options were just not an option for me. I really wanted to have more. I wanted to have at least 400 watts up to 600 watts, but it's just not possible for it just won't fit. So I had to like lower my expectations and just get I'm going to get the one panel for 320 watts. We're going to figure out how to install a solenoid, which is, I don't know, it's like wiring so that your other batteries connect to your car battery. And so when you're driving, it's also filling up they call them house batteries. So you're getting power from solar and from your driving. And so I think with the combination, I think I will be fine with power. Yeah, Renogy. I've heard so many good things about Renogy, and they're like maybe like an hour and 20 minutes away. So we're gonna go down and get it. I called already, and the lady was like, "Okay, I'll call you," because they were closed. They actually closed their whole warehouse. They were doing inventory, and they were like, "We can't keep up with the orders." So they just reopened on 31st, and I had called last week and I was like, I know you're closed, but can I come to the warehouse and pick it up so that I don't have to worry about waiting for shipping? And they were like, yeah, but we'll call you Monday so that we can place your order over the phone so that when you come, you'll just go to will call and pick up your panel or charge controllers or whatever else things you need. Yeah, marine batteries are the best, and I've been looking for marine batteries, and I'm kind of narrowing it down to like a few. Um, they're super expensive, like obviously not as expensive as lithium. Lithium batteries are like $900 each, and I need two batteries, so that's not going to happen. But I'm going to go with the AGM or like the marine batteries, but I haven't decided exactly which ones yet. So if you guys have any recommendations, maybe DM me on Instagram or leave it in the comments on this live stream or any of my other videos. But yeah, I need to make the decision like by tomorrow because I need to place these orders. Okay, let's jump on to Would You Rather. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me or whatever. This first one is not really like a true would you rather, but I'm really curious because my son, we were talking the other day, he's like, okay, I saw this thing on Twitter and oh yeah, you guys, you guys ready for this game? See how many you get? All right. So he was saying that he saw this thing on Twitter. There was like a full on thread and argument going about this question. And there was like, as strongly as this side felt about it, it was as strongly as this side felt about it. And so I already know how I feel about it, but I'm super curious to see what you guys think about it. So here's the question. Okay, how do I ask this question? Okay, this is hard because it's like, I guess it's different if you're a male or female. I'll just ask the question and you guys can interpret it however you want to interpret it. Okay, so just say like you're married. As the husband, you're driving in the car, and the wife, you're in the passenger seat. You go to pick up the husband's mother to go somewhere, whatever, church or groceries, or I don't even know, just pick a place. You go to pick up the husband's mother. The mother comes out of the house, and the wife doesn't get out of the front seat. But the mother comes out and she says, aren't you going to get out of the front seat so I can sit in the front seat? And so the wife is like, no, this is my car. Like, this is our car. So do you guys think that the wife is right or the mother is right? The mother of the husband? Which one do you think is the right thing to do? I'm so curious. Hey, Micah. Okay, so you think the wife is right, and let me know why you guys think, like, what your thoughts are, like, why do you think that? Fake Freedom says the mother is right. Monique says the wife is right. Grant says get in the back, mom. Okay. Anyone else? It's so funny how different, like, philosophies, like, on this topic or topics like this, because when you have your opinion, you're thinking, oh, like, this is clean cut, like, this is the right answer, and then you start hearing other people and the reasons why, and it gives you a good perspective, and sometimes it could, like, maybe switch your thinking, or maybe you're just like, no, like, you're just wrong. So I'm really curious to see why you guys think that. uh Ivana, my upbringing says the mom is right, but it's probably safer in the back for mom. Van life, they're both wrong. Grant, mom in the trunk. Fifth commandment. Amen. Why van life rocks are they both wrong? I really want to hear your reasoning on this. Could you imagine just like telling your mom, yo, could you like come outside, just like go around with me? I need to pop the trunk. And also, that's where you're going to be sitting. Could you just even imagine? Let it go. Let it go. Hey, that's true. Sometimes people fight about dumb things and it like doesn't even matter. Grant, I know my mom would never expect any special treatment. Let me know when you guys are all done. And if you haven't already, put a like on this live stream. All right, I think everybody's answered that's going to answer. Okay, so I'm going to give you my 2 cents. This is just my thinking. So in a sense, like I agree with van life. Like they're both wrong in a sense because of the way I described how the transaction happened. That is a different thing than just what's right in my eyes. Yeah, let mom drive. Some people said that, but like everyone's like, no, you can't say that. Hey Jennifer, I would let the mom in front. This probably the wife is right. All right, so here's my 2 cents. I feel like if it was me going outside to like one of my sons and their wives, I don't think I would. I know I wouldn't be. I would never go up to the window and be like, "Are you not going to get in the back?" I just personally wouldn't do that. But as a person that's been married twice and has had two mother-in-laws, I would never like. I would never like. I would if we went to go pick up my mother-in-law, I would immediately already just get out of the car and I would acquiesce. I would just be like, hey, sit in the front. Because the way I was raised is you honor your elders or you honor just people that are older than you. And also it's your husband's mother. And just as a like just to honor that relationship. Now, if that was happening every day, all the time, and the mom wanted to sit in front of everything, blah, 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 then I think the mom should also think of the wife. And I just feel like I would never, like, I would automatically just be like, oh, sit in the front. And I think that goes for even if I was picking up like a friend, I would be like, well, maybe not a friend. I guess it depends on who it is, but for sure, the two mother-in-laws that I had, I would never tell them get in the back. I would never ever tell them that. But that's just the way that I believe is more honorable and more just respectful because it's like you're just saying, "Hey, I respect you as my mother-in-law and I want you to have a comfortable seat." Not that the back's not comfortable, but you know what I'm saying. So that's my 2 cents. But also like same thing is just like the mother should also be respectful of the wife because two become one when you get married. And, she should be like, yeah, like it is their car and, I can offer to sit in the back too. So I think the example that I gave in terms of the way that the mom came out and was like, aren't you going to get in the back? I think that was wrong. But I think just as like being in a married situation, I think I would just automatically just move. Uh, Grant, I think it would depend on the age. Like my stepmom is only 11 years older than me. Well, that's true too, maybe. For my grandmother, so sure I would expect her to be in the front seat. Yeah, so it's like that's an interesting take too. Like that just is a different level. Like, would you move out of the front for a grandmother or the the husband's grandmother? And so if you would move out of the front seat for the grandmother, then maybe there's a slight lack of respect for the mother because I think I don't know, that just seems to me like you would move out of the seat so that that person, that family relationship could sit in the front. All of this, like Van Life Rock said, is doesn't really matter. Like nobody should be fighting over a seat. But I think what it comes down to is like respect. All right, so I was just curious on that one because there was like a huge like Twitter feud about this thing, and I was like, that's interesting. But that's my 2 cents. All right, so let's get on to the traditional would you rather. And let's see. We'll start with super basic one and then we'll move on. Okay, if you had to give up one of these two things in your whole rest of your life, would you rather give up ever using salt or ever using sugar? Which one would you give up? Would you give up salt for the rest of your life or sugar for the rest of your life? Okay, so I'm going to make a little tally. Fake Freedom says give up salt. Ivana, you would give up sugar? Micah says sugar. Oh, you lost the feed? Uh-oh. I also have a splinter in my finger from woodworking. I need to get it out before it gets infected. What was the question? Okay, so if you could, I guess for you, Grant, this is already probably happening, but in your whole life, would you rather give up salt or sugar? If you had to give up one for the rest of your life, you have to give up salt or sugar. So which one would you choose? Um, Fake Freedom, I have really low blood pressure. So Amos, does that include fruit or processed sugar? No. If it's natural sugar, it comes already in the food. You don't have to give that up. But if something like sugar has to be added, then yeah, you got to give it up. Okay. Monique said salt. I never add it to anything anyway. Micah, without salt, so many of my favorite dishes would not taste the same. Van life. Sugar is evil. I mean, it is pretty evil. It's like cocaine. For Grant, that's an easy one for me. Been there, done that. Grant's like, I've had to give up sugar. No cheating people, no substitutes. Oh, that's a good point too. Amos, I'll give up sugar. Man, I'm surprised. Like, there's a lot more of you that would give up sugar than salt. All right, so you guys want to guess which one do you think I would give up? Do you think I would give up salt or do you think I would give up sugar? Most of you would give up sugar. You would give up salt. Grant says salt. Ivana says you'd give up salt. Fake Freedom, you give up salt. Money, salt. I'm done. You guys. This just proves that, you know, when you start doing live streams for consistently, that people start to get to know you. I think you would give up salt. I'm going to guess the snack pack knows you well. We know you. Yeah. There's no way I would ever give up sugar. Van life rocks. I agree with you. Sugar is evil. It is like, if you, there's a movie called That Sugar Film, and it like goes real deep into like the sugar industry and how sugar is like mentally it's like drugs. But also I just can't. I couldn't give up sugar. And also I'm like, was it Monique? Somebody said that they never add Monique. Yeah, I never add salt to it. I never, like, I'd say I rarely ever add salt to anything. It's hardly ever. Unless something is like the most just not tasty. And I'm like, okay, I need to just like douse a little salt. No, I don't really like salt. Now, dishes, you know, if you couldn't cook with salt and add it, some dishes would be fairly bland, but there's so many other spices. But Ivana says we can't use substitutes. But there's no way I'm giving up sugar. I just can't do it. Big cream salt, really? Wait, what am I thinking? All right, that was a pretty easy one. But I was just curious. But I'm surprised a lot of you would give up sugar. I couldn't do it. Here's another one. This is probably a divided one, but I feel like it is a drug. Sugar is a drug. You guys should watch that movie. It's really interesting. This is another one that I feel like most people already know what's going to answer, but you never know. So I'm really curious. If you had to give up one of these for the rest of your life, would you rather give up mac and cheese or pizza? Which one would you rather give up? Mac and cheese, never have it ever again. You're giving it up, or you're going to give up pizza for the rest of your life. Okay, Micah says giving up pizza. You'd give up pizza, Ivana? Grant. Is that a hard one for you, Grant? It is a hard one. I'm trying to get like a few more hard, like choice ones, so that it's a little more tricky. Monique says, okay, so you'd rather give up mac and cheese? Amos, you'd rather give up mac and cheese. And hello, Amos. I don't know if you've been on these before, but welcome. Fake freedom, mac and cheese. Give me pizza, preferably pineapple. That's another question we could even ask about, like pineapple, if people like pineapple pizza or not, because I think that's a very divided thing. I love pineapple on pizza. One of those like Hawaiian pizzas, but a lot of people think that's a disgrace. Van Life Rocks, you would give up mac and cheese? Disgusting. I can't look at you right now, Van Life Rocks. I can't see you, but I just can't. What? Bye-bye pizza. Grant, you'd rather give up mac and cheese? There are so many types of pizza. Mac and cheese pizza. Mac and cheese pizza is delicious. Have you guys ever had that? I've had it. It's delicious. I love both mac and cheese and pizza, so this is a very hard one. Monique says, I love my pizza. Hi. Hawaiian pizza invented in Canada. Yeah. One time I was visiting Canada, and me and my two boys, we were staying in a hotel, and we went to this pizza place, and we took the pizza. We didn't look at it. We took the pizza back to the hotel, and we get in there. We had ordered pepperoni, and I think it was just pepperoni. And when we opened the box, there was nothing. It was like cheese. And we're like, oh man, they like screwed us out of like the pepperonis. We started to eat it, and the pepperoni was under the cheese, and it wasn't pepperoni. It was Canadian bacon. And I don't prefer that taste. I'm sorry, Canadians. I don't prefer it. I don't like ham on my pizza. No, I don't like that taste. I like to have pineapple, and that's it. Pineapple and cheese. But I don't like to have the ham unless it's, no, I don't know. I don't like certain Canadian bacons I like, and certain ones I don't. Okay, 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 okay. I grew up on mac and cheese. Plus, that's a dish that brings family together. True. I'm allergic to fruit, so no fruit. Wow, that's a tough one. So can pizza. That's true. That's true. That's true. So many yummy mac and cheese. Lobster mac. Oh, I love lobster mac. Cajun mac. I can't do spice. Bacon mac. I'll do without the bacon mac. I like pure. I'm like a purist when it comes to mac and cheese. I don't want it to be messed with. Million mac and cheeses. A million cheeses mac. You're right. Pizza party. I love pizza and mac and cheese. It's like it's a hard choice. Not that I like pineapple on pizza. Oh, you don't? All right, so most of you would give it mac and cheese, but two of you would give it, I think only two of you would give it pizza. So which one do you think I will give up? Do you think I'd rather give up mac and cheese or pizza? That is not a fun choice. You got me there, lobster mac. Yum. You think I'll give up pizza? Bake freedom. You think I would give up mac and cheese? You think I would give it mac and cheese. I think you love pizza more. You would give up mac and cheese. Ivana says, I think you'd give up mac and cheese. Anyone else? I think you'd give it mac and cheese. Well, that means we have a lot more live streams to do because you don't know me enough yet. I would give up pizza. There's like, I love mac and cheese. I could probably eat mac and cheese. Well, I don't say every meal, but almost every meal. Like, I love it. I do love pizza. I really do love pizza. But mac and cheese, like, I love Kraft mac and cheese. I love Velveeta mac and cheese. I love like the real mac and cheese with all the like cheese, gooey cheese, like mac and cheese with like queso cheese. I like all the mac and cheeses. Like I could just eat it by the bowlful and just eat it. Like when I did my couple trips to Atlanta, I would like I didn't have a car because I flew there a couple times, and I would go to the store and I get those little like mac and cheese that you pour the water in and just stir it up and eat it. And I would get like two, which is so fattening, but it was so good. I just can't. I don't think I could give it mac and cheese. So no, no. Too much choices of pizza to give up. I'm the only one that knows you. Yay, Micah. What? I know you guys are appalled at my choice. Big freedom. She's wrong. Oh, dang. Just remembered Kraft. Whole box days. Yep. I'll eat a whole box of Kraft. I'm not kidding. Like, I know it's not meant for one serving. Oh, have you guys ever tried the SpongeBob mac and cheese, the little shapes, or the little, like, they have other shapes? Those are the best ones because there's like a little more like, it's not as like slippery. It's so good. It's got that little al dente. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now I want mac and cheese. I actually have a recipe to make vegan mac and cheese, which I'll probably do next week. I'll report back to you, let you guys know how it goes. Buy all the ingredients for it. We'll see because, you know, mac and cheese. Um, yes, the Scooby Doo. What's the Scooby Doo? Oh, the Scooby Doo mac and cheese. Yes. Any of the shapes, like SpongeBob, Scooby Doo. I don't know what other kinds they have, but those ones that like have the shapes, I don't know what it is. And like you get more cheese into the crevices and like, so now we are discussing pizza, not cheesy noodles. Oh no, we are discussing pizza, not cheesy noodles. You can discuss pizza, but I mean, yeah, Kraft mac and cheese in Canada is referred to KD Kraft dinner. True. I love Panera's mac and cheese. Panera's mac and cheese is pretty good. Um, yeah. Apparently, Canadians consider it dinner. I consider it a dinner. You know who else has a good mac and cheese that I just discovered was Chick-fil-A. Their mac and cheese is delicious. It's so good. Anyways, now I'm hungry for mac and cheese. I feel like I don't want to like get too deep into like eating mac and cheese because I feel like I'm going to start eating it more and more and then I'm going to gain back the 12 pounds I already lost. Pizza is great at any meal. Pizza is great at any meal. I'm not even going to lie. Like, it's not that I would want to give up pizza, but I feel like I would tear up a bowl of mac and cheese way before I could do like full pizzas. But also now I want pizza. Maybe I should have waited on this question for last because now I'm hungry and I want pizza and mac and cheese. Oh, with ranch? Do you dip your crust in ranch or you just dip your whole pizza in ranch? Like, do you eat the whole pizza with ranch or just the crust? Also, this is a little tangent, but like I used to like put mustard on a plate and dip the crust in the mustard. And the reason why is because it reminded me of like when I used to get, which I haven't had in a long time, those big pretzels, the big pretzels with salt, and I would dip those in mustard. Oh, that's so good. So good. The whole pizza. I don't think I've ever tried dipping a whole, like just eat pizza with ranch. Now that sounds delicious too. And this week I made vegan ranch dressing, and I'm not even kidding. It really does taste like ranch. It's really good. It's really good. It's like been a game changer for me this week because now I can like have better tasting salads and like I made these like just like pan fried home fried like potatoes and I put a little bit of that vegan ranch. So good. A next day cold pizza. I like cold pizza too. I like cold pizza too. The You need the recipe of the vegan ranch? If so, hit me up on Instagram, DM me, and I'll give you the recipe. French? What's French? Maybe I missed it. Pizza with ranch or French. Oh, French dressing? Oh, really? I've never tried that. I have to be in the mood for French dressing. I do like it, but I don't think I'd ever put it on a pizza. I've never had French on anything but salad. Me too. Monique, you've never had cold pizza? Try it. You're either gonna love it or hate it. I like it. I mean, I don't love cold pizza, but I really do like it. Like sometimes I just want a cold pizza. Oh, you hate cold pizza? Like French dressing. The box vegan mac and cheese is pretty good. Oh, I've not tried the box vegan mac and cheese. This one, there's two ways to make vegan mac and cheese. You can either make a um, cheese base made out of potatoes, which is the one I'm going to try, which is weird to me, but whatever. Or you can make it out of soaked cashews and make cashew cheese. I haven't tried either. I mean, I've tried cashew cheese, but I haven't tried making it myself. We'll see. French on spaghetti. What? I would never think to put French dressing on spaghetti. I'll eat cold pizza if I'm hungover. That's a good time to eat cold pizza. French on spaghetti. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. Daiya. Yeah, Daiya is a good brand for vegan cheeses. Like I've gotten the Daiya vegan shredded cheese. And that's really good. And then they have the slices, and that's really good too. It's not gonna like fool you, but it's gonna give you a very similar cheese taste. So I appreciate the Daiya cheese. Y'all haven't lived until you've tried it. One day I might try it. Fake freedom. I might because I've never tried that. It sounds weird, but a lot of things sound weird, and then maybe you try it and you're like, whoa, I got a new thing. He's not lying, guys. Oh, fake freedom's a female. We had this discussion a few weeks back. Try next day cold pizza with ketchup. What? You guys are blowing my mind. I've never thought to put ketchup on pizza. I mean, I know it's a tomato base, but they have other things in that marinara-y kind of thing. How about ranch in your mac and cheese? Hmm. I don't know about that. I mean, it could make it more creamier. How does that even happen? Yeah. How did that even happen? Fake freedom. Like, did you just drop a bottle and it just like tipped over into your spaghetti noodles and you're like, this tastes good? Or did you just have it somewhere and then you just started eating it? That is such an interesting, like, how do these combinations come about? All good, all good, all good. Mac and cheese with ketchup, but not pizza. Mac and cheese with ketchup. No. French on mac and cheese. I have had it. Fake freedom, you must love your French dressing. It was on the salad. Oh, it was on a salad. Then I just tasted it and it was good. That makes sense because you have a plate and you have food on it. I put French on everything but cereal. I don't think I could get down with that on cereal. French and mac, I'll have to try. That is so interesting. I mean, the French has that little different type of taste, so it could be good. But I don't have any French dressing, so I might not try that anytime soon. But if I do, I will try if I come across that. I love ketchup on pizza. That is so. I've never tried ketchup on pizza. I love ketchup though. Like, I'm a ketchup lover. I love ketchup on eggs and potatoes and like mashed potatoes. I put ketchup in my mashed potatoes. Um, I love ketchup just in general. Ketchup is a hit, but there's a lot of sugar in ketchup too. Probably why I like it. All right, so have we exhausted this topic? I know we could talk about this for days, and we can, or we can go on to the next question. Let me know. French on Killer Burger and A1 sauce. Oh my God, stop me now. I do love good A1 sauce. I like ketchup on cheap pizza. Interesting. Interesting. A1 sauce is a hit. Van Life rocks. Try ketchup on mac and cheese. Sounds nasty, but it's really good. I'll have to try ketchup on mac and cheese because I do like both of those things. My God, cheap pizza. Like Little Caesars, like that cheap pizza, or like frozen. I love all these little combinations. We're broadening our horizons. Oh, on Kraft mac and cheese. My other son, Justin, he used to make mac and cheese for himself all the time, and he would never put the butter in it. He would only just put milk in the powder and just like leave out. And I was like, you're missing out. Because he just didn't feel that it was necessary. He didn't want to take the extra step. And he would just do the powder and the milk. And I'm like, the butter's what makes it so creamy and delicious. I don't know. I'll take the extra step to put the butter in it. Maybe I'll try a little squirt of ketchup next time I get on with my mac and cheese, but I don't know. Okay, a little bit. Mix a little section and eat it. I'm gonna try it. And maybe ketchup on the like cheap pizza, like the Little Caesars pizza. I feel like I'm probably gonna get pizza for dinner. It sounds delicious. All right, we have two more questions. And the next question kind of falls into line with what we're talking about, so we'll go on that one. These are two weird combinations. So would you rather have a sandwich with Nutella and mayonnaise, or would you rather have like a snack of apples dipped in mustard? Which one? So you'd have a sandwich with Nutella and mayonnaise, or apples dipped in mustard. Because this whole conversation we were just having, these are like different combinations that like I would probably never think of. But these two, I've never heard really anybody doing. Okay. You guys are cracking me up with your little barfy faces. Fake freedom, you would rather have apples with mustard? Micah, apples and mustard? Even though both sound gross. Yeah. Is that all that is left in the world to eat? Yeah. That's your two choices. You have to. This is like the apocalypse, and these are the last rations that you got, and these are the two choices. Um, no, you can't bake apples with peanut butter. We all love that. I mean, I love apples and peanut butter. That's a hit. I like also apples with almond butter is really good too. But no, you can't choose it because that's delicious. Big freedom has pride on both. Two sisters, you have apples and mustard. Vanilla fries, yummy. Okay, apples with mustard. Y'all can keep your chocolate mayonnaise sandwich. Monique's going with the Nutella and mayonnaise. You can't add bananas, although that's smart because Nutella and bananas really good together. Apples and mustard. At least you can lick the mustard off the apples first. That's a good method. So most of you are choosing that you'd rather take the apples and mustard. Hold on, I'm writing something down. Okay, I suppose I could eat the bread separate from the Nutella and the mayo. Grant is thinking beyond his time. True. I never even realized I would be able to do that. That's true too. All right, which one do you guys think that I would choose? You think I would choose Nutella and mayo or apples with mustard? You think I would pick apples with mustard? Okay, let's see. Micah says, please say apples with mustard. Big freedom, apples with mustard for you. You'll take the chocolate mayo sandwich, says Ivana. I'm thinking I may want to try this now. You want to try the apples and mustard? Then you think Micah says the Nutella and mayonnaise thing is just not sitting right with me. Monique says I'm going to choose apples with mustard. Ivana says, great, you do that and let us know. Report back. Van Life Rock says, I think you would pick apples with mustard. Okay, so everybody registered their answer. I would for sure choose Nutella with mayonnaise. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it can actually be really delicious. Now, go with me on this for a second. When I was like younger, I was like in this phase where I was trying weird things. And one time I had this sandwich that was peanut butter, bacon, pickles, and mayonnaise. Peanut butter, pickles, bacon, and mayonnaise. And low key, it was really good. So I'm thinking you could mix the Nutella and the mayonnaise together and make the Nutella like a creamy Nutella. And then you make it like on a sandwich. It's almost like Nutella and honey, but it's not honey, it's mayonnaise. You guys are like, "Eh." I know, it's shocking. Ivana knows. Winner. No, come on, no way. Ew. No, it's not bad. Also, did you guys I mean, this is a totally different thing, but also, did you know to make your guacamole creamier, you can add a little bit of mayonnaise in the avocado, and it'll make your guacamole like a creamy version. It's so good, but I know that's different than a sweets like Nutella. Hold the bag. It's good, I promise. I haven't tried Nutella and mayonnaise. I mean, this is just an example, but I'm just saying. I'm saying. It could be good because mayonnaise is like creamy. So I think it'd be okay. Maybe I wonder if I should do like in the future do some videos on weird food combos like when I'm on the road. I don't know. I don't want to get myself into a place that's like I'm throwing up because like if I eat something that's gross, I will gag and it'll be bad news. But if it's not too terrible, like some of the things you guys were mentioning, like maybe I'll do like maybe once a month I'll do a video like on weird food combos that you guys suggest or that I hear online or whatever. Like I'll try the French dressing, or the ketchup with the mac and cheese or whatever. Like that would be kind of interesting. And then that would be like participation from you guys because I really like want it to be more like community and more like inclusive and stuff. Let me know. Do you guys like that idea? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, which if you like the idea of me in the future doing weird food combo videos. Oh, you think I should do it? Good grief. Creamy. Nutella and mayo first. Oh, oh, you guys would like it? Okay. I don't mind doing it. Like, if it's not disgusting, like, and you never know. Like, okay, so here's the thing. So I think this is where I would draw the line. Like, on things that I already know I don't like I don't like olives. So I don't think I'm going to try. Well, you know what? That's not true because I like to be open minded. Like, anything that would have olives in it, I don't like cottage cheese. I don't like beets. I don't like raw crunchy onions. Raw crunchy onions is my worst. I don't like um I don't know. There's certain things I don't like and I don't think I'd want to like try things that are gross, but you never know. Because there's times where I've tried things that I thought I hated and I'm like, it's not bad. So, you never know. Okay, so I'm getting some thumbs up. Oh no. Try while you're at home first since you're closer to the toilet than doing this the van on the road. That could be bad. I'll just have to have like a bowl next to me and just do it. Like, ooh, toxic food combos. I guess better you than me. Roasted marshmallow with sour cream and onion chips. Ew. Actually, no, let me take that back. I don't want to even say ew because like I guess my like mental thinking is like I like chicken and waffles, like sweet and savory. So roasted marshmallows with sour cream and onion chips, I like both of those things, but I'm not a big lover of roasted marshmallow like s'mores. I don't know why people go crazy over that. It's such a mess. It's so hard to work with. You eat it and it falls apart. I'm not into it. It's too much work to eat a s'more. But that could be really good. Okay, I need a list. I need to get a list going. You guys DM me on Instagram, travel snacks underscore, and give me your like weird combination so I can keep I have like a little folder of like video ideas. I mean, if you have any video ideas, just let me know. But if you have any food combos, like let me know and I'll make a little like section on my little to-do thing. And I'm writing this down. Marshmallow and sour cream onion chips. Yeah, I'm gonna make a list. It's really good, especially at the bonfire. My stuff's not weird, just delicious. Fake freedom, I'm writing yours down. French. Tell me all your French things again. You had French and spaghetti. Okay, but wait, I need to clarify. Is it French dressing on spaghetti that already has the sauce? Does it have marinara or does it have meat sauce? Or are you just eating spaghetti noodles with French dressing? I need a clarification on that. And also, somebody said ketchup with pizza. I still haven't tried spaghetti tacos. Remember when that was like a big thing back a few years back when all the kids were like, spaghetti tacos? Pickles with chocolate. Well, I've actually already had pickles and chocolate. Um, was it pickles and chocolate? I don't know. Go rewatch if you haven't already. Go watch the video I did on where was I? Somewhere in Florida. Oh, where was I? Anyway, it's the one that's called chocolate covered everything. It's the video, and I had chocolate covered potato chips. Oh no, it was chocolate covered bacon. But chocolate covered pickles I might like. But I will put that on my list. Pickles and peanut butter. I've already tried pickles and peanut butter, but I will add that to my list. French dressing on. Ew, I'm not writing that one down. French dressing on ice cream. I guess it would depend on the ice cream. I forget the other things we said, but I think someone said ranch with mac and cheese. I feel like that'd be like a waste of my mouth space because my mac and cheese would be ruined if it wasn't good. Salad flavored ice cream. Nay, brother, I draw the line on desserts. I don't like people messing with my desserts. I was kidding about the ranch and mac and cheese. Oh, you were? Okay. I mean, if I make a little bowl of mac and cheese and you have like a little thing of ranch, and maybe I'll like just do a forkful and like dip it. It might be good because ranch is really good on a lot of things. But anyways, okay, so those are a lot of good things. But if you have any others, DM me and I'll put it on my list. I think that could be a cool little like video series. Like I don't know how often I would do that, but I could for sure do it once a month. But like if it's a hit, then maybe I would do more of it. But you know how people can get. This group, you guys are, not jerks, but I could see people getting like weird and like trying to say like do these other weird things like bull testicles and all these weird things. I'm not trying to do all those weird things. But stuff like this is fine. I could try it. But canned peaches with mac and cheese. Peaches and mac and cheese? What? I don't I want to trust you on that, but that sounds weird. But I'll try it. Peanut butter goes on all veggies. Even carrots? Wait a minute now. Peanut butter on broccoli? Brussels sprouts? Spinach peanut butter? I don't know about that. Maybe I'll do a whole peanut butter series. PB veggie PB veggie series. This is the best. Red wine and chocolate cake. Well, I don't drink, so I'm not going to be able to do that one. Maybe I could do grape juice and chocolate cake. Is that the same? Probably not. My grandma used to make it for me. Really? Then it's probably good. You put peanut butter on carrots? I'm I don't know. Some of these things are just like so shocking because I would never think to dip my carrot in a peanut butter jar. It's so weird to me. And you can put French on carrots. I mean, that's true because carrots go in salads. So I think that would be like a decent regular thing that you would do. Dippin' full of deliciousness. Fake Freedom's all about this French dressing life. I've never gotten into French dressing that much to like go past a salad, and that's pretty much it. Actually, okay, wait. It's all coming back. So when was it French dressing? When I was a kid, we used to go to Bob's Big Boy. Maybe some of you don't know what that is, but it was like a big, like a, it was like a burger place, a sit down place. kind of like a Red Robin, but not. I don't know how to compare it to, but basically a burger place, Bob's Big Boy. Um, they had delicious hamburgers and they had these really good fries. And I think we used to dip our fries into the French dressing, but their French dressing was almost a mixture between French and Thousand. It wasn't like super French, it was like a little creamy French. And it was like one of the best things I've ever had. So I will give you that on that French dressing. Oh, yeah. I want to try to maybe recreate that French dressing because that was so good. Mm, now I want French fries. All right, so we got a good list going. All right, so I have. This last one is gross. Fries and mayo, that's good too. I recently tried fries and mayo, and it's very good. Fake Freedom's fridge is nothing but French dress. It's like just stocked up, like one in front of the other, and it's just like big case of French. That's funny. This last one is gross, but um, do we have time to do two questions? Give me a thumbs up. One of them will be probably quick, and the other one will probably be weird. Or if you just want to do one more, it's fine. Okay. Broccoli dipped in hot sauce. I usually have it in a cup as a snack. I can't do hot, spicy things. I bet if I could do it, I think that would probably be a good combination because it would kind of offset the like greeny taste of broccoli. I can't, I think I have a condition. I'm just making it more dramatic. I think I have a condition that, like my tongue, something's wrong with it in the sense of I can't tolerate any kind of spice, like to the point of it being ridiculous. Like I can even sometimes pepper, like salt and pepper. Sometimes that like stings my tongue. It feels like not great. Um, Forget any kind of chili peppers. That's out. It like really burns. Like it's not comfortable. My mouth feels like really like intensely burn. Um, like even like orange chicken from Panda Express is spicy to me. I just can't do any kind of like spice. It just like really burns. I don't know if I'm just a wimp, but like it's like I just can't do it. I just can't. I've tried and tried and I just can't. The greeny taste. I think that's what broccoli tastes like, a greeny taste. All right, let's do two more. This one is just a quick one because I'm just curious to see, and then we'll go back to the one last gross food combination, which I'm pretty sure we're going to all agree that the last question are two gross options, but you never know. Fake Freedom might be like, I love these combinations. Shredded barbecue chicken with French. Oh no. Well, actually, that might be good. Boiled egg on bread with ketchup. Oof. I'm going to put it on my list, but that sounds questionable. Boiled egg on bread with ketchup. Weird. More French. Okay, so this next one is if you had to give up one of these things for the rest of your life, you could never get this ever again. Would you rather give up Starbucks or Amazon? I know the second choice is not food, but I'm just curious because these are two major things that I love both of these things. So I don't even know yet which one I'm going to choose. But if you had to give up one, would you give up Starbucks or Amazon? Scrambled eggs. I love scrambled eggs and ketchup. Scrambled eggs in French. You'd rather go up Starbucks? Starbucks. Oh, everybody's with the Starbucks. Everyone would cancel Starbucks. Would you rather give up Starbucks or Amazon? Starbucks. Starbucks, no problem. Love my Amazon. All right, everybody. What do you guys think I'm going to give up? Do you think I'm going to give up Starbucks Or you think I'm going to give up Amazon? I love both of those things. When I lived in Carlsbad, I used to go to Starbucks every day, spending an atrocious amount of money because I was too lazy to make my own breakfast. And if I could go back now and get back all the money I spent, I would have enough money for my van build. I regret all the money I spent at Starbucks back when I had a full-time job. Starbucks. Now, if Starbucks were on Amazon, you would give up Starbucks. Hey, Deb, how's it going? You're giving up Starbucks, I think. Micah thinks I would give up Amazon. Grant thinks I would give up Starbucks. Monique thinks I'm going to give up Starbucks. And Armella thinks I'm going to give up Amazon. I think you like your Amazon. What's your favorite beverage at Starbucks? Well, I have a few, but my number one thing that I almost like, what in the past I would order like every day, I would get um, a grande iced coffee with 9 pumps of classic syrup and extra cream, which is basically 9 pumps is like this much liquid sugar, this much coffee, and then like this much cream. And it's basically like coffee ice cream that's melted, and it's delicious and very fattening. But I also like their chai tea, but I get it with soy. And then I also like their hot white mocha, and I have them add like a pump of caramel, not sauce, but caramel liquid sugar. So those are my 3 favorites. And I also love their bacon Gouda sandwich. I used to get the iced coffee and the bacon Gouda sandwich every day, and it was like $6 a day. Absurd. So terrible. Well, the majority. 9 pumps. 9. 9. And sometimes, I'm just confessing this today, sometimes I would get it and I would taste it and I'd be like, can you guys add like 2 more pumps? It's an addiction. I'm not kidding. I have tried making my own. I've actually made liquid sugar. It's very easy to make. It's just like equal parts white sugar and with water, and you just heat it over the stove and you make the liquid sugar. And I used to put it in these jars and like add it myself. And actually, one time I bought, you know how the Starbucks has they're like plastic pumps. It's like this tall and it has the full on pump. I actually bought the whole container of it. A lot of the Starbucks won't sell it to you, but some will. And it was like $10. But I would get home and I would add more. This is how terrible I was with that. Dunkin' Donuts. I don't love Dunkin' Donuts. I like Dunkin' Donuts. You should try adding French stack coffee. I'm done. That is too funny. Dunkin' Donuts. I remember Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, Dunkin' is good, but but not as good as some of the other, like Krispy Kreme's better. But anyways, I would give up Starbucks. I can't get rid of Amazon. I order too much from Amazon. If you look around my room right now, I have so many Amazon packages. Amazon is like an addiction, like Starbucks used to be an addiction for me. I could give up Starbucks because now I've learned to make coffee at home. And I do get Starbucks every once in a while as a treat, or if somebody gives me a Starbucks gift card, I'll definitely use it. But I don't get it that often. It's more like a special thing for me now, but I could give up Starbucks pretty easily. But Amazon, I don't know. I just order way too much from Amazon. Big Freedom Dunkin' is bomb. I was JK about French coffee. I don't think I'm going to try that as my weird toxic combos. Sorry about that. Fake Freedom, I got one right. There's no Dunkin' in Western Canada. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, but hold on a second. Like one thing that I love, like so love is Tim Hortons, which is in Canada. I think there's probably some Tim Hortons in US, but every time I go to Canada, I probably gained 50 pounds just from going to Tim Hortons. And if you've never been, I think you're missing out. Grant, do you like Tim Hortons? I have a shirt that says friends don't let friends drink Starbucks, so that's your answer. Tim Hortons has this thing called an ice cap, and it's delicious. It's like a frappuccino, but better. And then they have Timbits, which are these like little donut holes, and they have like different flavors. I just like the regular original ones the best. And then they have sandwiches, and they have like cookies, and they have like pastry things, and they have like so many wonderful things. And they have Tim Hortons like everywhere, like as many as McDonald's, probably more than McDonald's, I'd say. Sorry, I'm driving. Everyone have a great week. Have a great week to you, Van Life. I'm going to ask this last question, and then we're going to wrap it up because I got 1,050,000 things to do. I used to love Tim Hortons, used to love Timbits, so obviously I can't. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. I just, man, I love Tim Hortons. Another quick thing, if you've ever been to Canada, some parts have beaver tails. They're these like fried, it's kind of like a churro donut. It's like this like it looks like a track, like a track you run on, like that kind of oval. And then they have like different toppings you could put on it, like cinnamon sugar, or you could have like maple frosting or Oreos and cream, and it's so good. Oh, that sounds so good. I know, I'm sorry, Grant, but oh man, if you go to Canada, you guys gotta have Tim Hortons and you gotta have beaver tails because it's delicious. Okay, so last question, which kind of sucks because I'm ending on like a gross note, but whatever. Would you guys rather, if you had oatmeal, would you rather make it with soy sauce or orange juice? Both of those sound disgusting. Okay. Deb says 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon instant coffee, 1 tablespoon hot water, electric whip till super thick, pouring glass, crushed ice with 1.5 cups or more of almond milk, top with your syrup, whipped cream. I'm gonna take a picture of that. Hold on. If I can make this later. That sounds delicious. I gotta try that. Fake Freedom, had Tim Hortons once. You didn't like it? Grant says, I don't eat these things because I don't want to. You don't? Okay, so Fake Freedom says you'd rather have oatmeal with soy sauce. Micah would rather have oatmeal with orange juice. And I don't mean on the side. I mean like you have to make it with it in there. Yuck to both. I suppose orange juice. Yeah, they're both bad choices. What choice is that? If you make oatmeal and you got to put liquid in it, usually you put water or milk, but if you had to make oatmeal with either soy sauce or orange juice. Oh, you don't like beaver tails? They're delicious. Oatmeal and orange juice if I had to. If you've already answered, you could say what you think I will choose. Do you think I'd rather have oatmeal with orange juice or oatmeal with soy sauce? And thank you, Deb, for your recipe, because I'm always looking for new coffee drinks that is made with like almond milk, soy milk, coconut milk, or something like that. That's not too super sugary. So I'm trying to like cut back on my sugar, even though I love it. Since I can't have orange juice, it has to be soy sauce. Oh, dang. So this choice was already made for you. Oxtail soup with Paisley? I don't even know what that is. I've never had oxtail soup either. I think it's called whipped iced coffee. I think I've heard of whipped iced coffee, but I have never tried it. So I think I'm gonna have to try that. Oh, Ivana, you think I would choose orange juice? Oh, Grant says no. I like beaver tails, just can't the eat them. That sucks. Monique says Monique would choose orange juice. Micah, soy sauce. Grant, you'd say orange juice because at least it's sweet. You would pick orange juice, I hope. I used to love my grandmother's oxtail soup. Orange juice for me. Um, I've heard oxtail soup is really good, but I've never had the opportunity to have it, or I've never known anywhere that I don't even know where to get such a thing. um, okay, so I would pick orange juice because whoever said, I think Grant said because at least it's sweet. That's true. I don't really love soy sauce either. Like, it's not my favorite thing. It's too salty. Clearly, that question from earlier, like, is true because I don't really love the saltiness of that. And in oatmeal too, ugh. I think it'd be disgusting to have oatmeal with orange juice. But ooh, what you could do, okay, like just to like spice that up, you could have oatmeal mixed with orange juice, and then you could put like fresh cut strawberries, maybe a little bit of brown sugar, and then you could dop it with like whipped cream maybe and make it like a dessert oatmeal. Cause like if you think about it, like you can make oatmeal cookies. Not that you'd ever make it with orange juice, but you know what I'm saying? Like you got to try to get like likeness with likeness, like sweet with sweet. Um, I would never have. I don't like soy sauce. I don't even own any soy sauce like in the house. My Omi made it when I was little. I tried finding it here in cubes, nowhere to be found. Oh, dang. Hey, Katrina. How's it going? I like all your little emojis. I put oatmeal in pancakes. That's actually a good idea. There's a place in Carlsbad called the Naked Cafe. I did a video on it way, way back, like a few years back, and they had this pancake called the Fuzzy Monkey pancake, and it is made with granola and I think maybe oatmeal. It's like buttermilk pancake, and then you pour this delicious real syrup on it, and it had like this. I don't know if it was like boysenberry, like jelly, but it was so good. Like one of the best pancakes I've ever had. So that would probably be good. Orange zest might be good in oatmeal. That could be true. Yeah, it would be very acidy. French and oxtail soup. I mean, I feel like Fake Freedom would try French with anything. Maybe I'll do a whole episode on French dressing. All right. Well, those are all of my questions I have for today. We've gone way over. I was like trying to keep this one short because I have so much to do, but this has actually like been a great relief for me to just like it's been a stressful week, so this has actually been good to like catch up with you guys and um, have a little fun and before I have to get back to work. But raise your hand if any of you are gonna get mac and cheese, pizza, or French fries for dinner. Well, some of you it's probably like way past dinner. It's 4:16 for me. So it's going to almost be dinner time. Thanks, Fake Freedom and Patience. Yes, thank you for the reminder of patience. I can use all the prayers I can get. So if any of you guys want to shout a little prayer out for me during this van build and for my dad and my mom too, it's because it's just like a lot of pressure and I'm trying to make videos and just do them well and stuff. So thank you for the reminder. Deb says, I just found a show. Oh, welcome. Thank you. And put a like on this. And also, if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and you'll become part of the snack pack. It has been fun. I will make a sandwich. Oh, okay, so Fake Freedom's having a sandwich. I had a vegetarian version of fish and chips. Oh, what do you do for that? I don't think I've seen like vegetarian fish and chips. I made 2 dozen naan, and I'm done cooking for the night. Ooh, I've never made naan homemade. I've had naan from like Trader Joe's. I'm having a chicken Caesar salad. I love chicken Caesar, although I'm not eating meat, but Caesar salad's one of my favorites. I tried to make a vegan Caesar dressing, and it ended up tasting like honey mustard for whatever reason. So it wasn't that big of a hit. Yeah, everybody welcome Deb to the snack pack with French. Caesar salad with French dressing with ketchup. I think that'd be disgusting. Um, I don't know what I'm gonna have. I can either I don't know. I got a lot of options in there, but I feel like I might be just going to Little Caesars and getting a pizza, but I don't know. Monique says I had a Cobb salad. Cobb salads are also really good if they're done right. Some of them have like gross meat on it, but some of the meat is like fresh and delicious. And I do like to have a boiled egg on my Cobb salads, but some people don't. Had rockfish and broccoli. Ooh, that sounds good. Maybe I'll be good, and maybe I'll have. I already had a salad for lunch. Maybe I'll have some roasted potatoes, and I don't really know. I had. I actually made mahi fish tacos for dinner last night, and I made like homemade coleslaw with that vegan ranch that I talked about, and squirted a little bit of lime juice in there, and it was actually really good. So I don't want to do that again because I'm only eating fish like once a week. Um, but now I really want pizza. Anyway, I'm glad you guys are eating like lots of great things. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and weekend. Hopefully, we'll have a video tomorrow. If not, we'll have a video early next week. Hope everything is going great for you guys, and I will see you guys on the next live stream. Talk to you then. Bye for now.